Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys and girls for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. All right, so we've got the Senior Bowl in the. It's done. It's over with, and yeah, the Senior Bowl's done, and that's really the only opportunity for NFL teams to really see anything else. There's not going to be a combine and things going on. But I wanted to bring up some news on quarterback situations because we have quarterbacks that are possibly on the move. The Lions are in a hurry to try and get the Mathew Stafford deal done because the sooner they get it done, the less chance they will have of paying that roster bonus. They need to get it done before March. And so they're working fast and furious. We heard earlier today that talks were heating up, at least as Dan Campbell said they were. Um, Now, the 49ers said they're not the one. Now, what we're hearing is the Bears are one of the teams. In fact, here's what the teams that we hear currently that are into the picture. We have the Carolina Panthers, the Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots, the San Francisco 49ers, the Rams, and the Washington football team. Now, my man DMV Football basically said, man, I really don't want to see him with the Washington football team. If they can get him for a number one pick, that team could be scary. Well, that may be the case, but it's going to be what it's going to be. You got to beat who you got to play. So whether they get him or they draft somebody or maybe they make a move at Deshaun Watson, I don't know. You're going to have to play him. Um, what will be interesting is we heard that the 49ers had offered two number ones and two threes to try and get into that situation. We don't know if that's actually fact or not, but that's what we had heard. Now, another interesting tad bit out there was yesterday, the new coach of the Texans said, Deshaun Watson ain't going anywhere. Part of the reasons why I came here is because we had a franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson here, so he's not going anywhere. Well, Deshaun Watson has definitely escalated the whole situation because he has removed everything Texans wise from his social media. His Twitter, his Instagram, all that stuff is literally blank as far as that goes. We also hear that the Rams may be interested in trading Jared Goff. So you're going to see a whole lot of quarterback upheaval here. Now, here's the thing that will be interesting, so to speak, is if the Lions trade, okay, when we start talking about Carolina, the Colts, New England, San Francisco, the Rams, and Washington, that means they're not trading a quarterback, okay? As much as some people say trade Dak Prescott and Michael Gallup for Mathew Stafford, I still think you're smoking crack, okay? You're smoking crack if you think that is the answer. Um, but that means the Detroit Lions are going to be in the market for a quarterback in the draft. So add another team that is looking forward to a quarterback. So what we may be looking at is we may be looking at 4 or 5 teams in the first 10 picks that are going to be looking at quarterbacks. What that may mean for the Cowboys is somebody might get frantic and start worrying about saying we need to move up, and that might end up increasing the odds that the Cowboys may be able to move back. Ultimately, for me, I look at this draft and say the best thing we can do is if we can trade back with somebody, move back somewhere within the top 20, get an extra pick. I'm getting myself an offensive tackle or a defensive tackle. I'm getting a safety with that second pick over in there. I'm able to plug a lot of holes out here. So all these things have correlation and relation to what happens in the draft for the Dallas Cowboys in the future for them as well, because this will shake up those mock drafts now if they trade him and don't have another quarterback to go onto the roster. So stay tuned. It's going to get interesting. And a little bit later, I want to get my numbers and get my thoughts together because I'm beginning to have Dak Prescott contract fatigue. This whole thing of listening to the trolls and the haters and all the people that say let him walk and um, Dak's not worth it, and this, that, and the other. I just want closure on this situation. And I got to imagine that if you're Dak Prescott and his agent, that you have to want that same thing too. That there's been enough time, there's been enough shuffling of quarterbacks. Guys that people say, Jimmy, I take Jimmy Garoppolo over Dak Prescott and things, and you're seeing that Jimmy Garoppolo. We're trying to replace him. People that have said, "Oh, Carson Wentz, he can do things that Dak Prescott can't do," and yet here it is. He's got to get people to fix him. As many people had said that Teddy Bridgewater is a guy. Well, Carolina Panthers, after 1 year, they're trying to get Mathew Stafford. So at this point, we need to go ahead and get some stuff together. But I want to get my thoughts together because I want to do this the right way when I go through and do it. So I'm going to go to the bathroom because I haven't peed. I've been live streaming for 3.5 hours on YouNow and on the channel watching the Senior Bowl. I had a couple of subs and a couple of sodas and a bottle of water. So, and I'm an old man, so it's that time to go take care of, Mother Nature. And then I'm going to go in the workshop and work on some of these racks. But I'm going to try and clear my head and see if I can get this said the right way, that it doesn't come off the wrong way. But it's time to do this. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.